Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mack Flash Trivia. My name is François, and I will be your host for the next little bit. Welcome to Mack Flash Trivia Live. It's a beautiful, rainy Wednesday night, perfect night for trivia. How's everyone doing? Good? Yes? Excellent. Yes? Oh, I'm sorry that happened to you. Well, everything will get better, I'm sure. Everyone had a delicious dinner? Excellent. Me as well. I ate a tzatziki that was 1 week over the best before date. So if I suddenly leave very quickly, you'll know why. You'll know why. We're going to be playing some trivia tonight. Let's omit the graphic details. 3 rounds of trivia tonight coming at you with 10 questions and a 15-question speed round each. We're going to be playing those, so keep track of your answers using your preferred method, whether that is using just a regular piece of paper or the official form available in the video description below. An experience, I've been told, described as organized and with it. I don't know, these are just words that I've heard. But do not answer in the chat or the comments. Very, very important. No phones or web searches, of course, to keep it fair, but you are allowed to play as teams over your favorite video conferencing software, whatever that may be. I will reveal the correct answers after each round so that you can correct your sheet and share your score in the chat. Let us know how you did, how your team is doing, how you're feeling in general, and and all that. But mostly, let's just have some fun. That's why we're here. That's why I do this. It's fun for everyone. And I speak for myself. Let's take a look at question number 1 for round number 1. It starts like this. Divided into 8 color groups, how many streets are found on a standard Monopoly board? Hello to the teams that are playing here tonight. The Naughty Hookers, Supernova, the Hackers are on deck. Doing the backstroke in the rain. COVID con men are here. We got the 3 must get beers. A bunch more after this. Question number 2. A palmiped's feet are more commonly called what? Again, hello to the COVID comment, the 3 must get beers. Christ Punchers, hello and good evening. Hot Mess Express, welcome. Laura's Double D's, welcome to the game. The Santons are here, welcome. Welcome back to your old name, I like that. We got Nacho Average Joes are here. And who else we got? The Chicken Delights. And does the curtain look different? I don't know, does it? Does it look different to you? I did replace some light bulbs recently. Maybe it's just a little brighter, is it? I did hit it. The grooves aren't in the right place. You know, this side's fine. It's this side here. Well, we'll mess with that later. Round 1, question number 3 in the game of backgammon. How many long triangles called points are on the playing board? Hello to the Strathroy Bombers, to Let It Ride, the Cheating Cheaters, hello. Round 1, question number 4. Who released an album called Four, her 4th album, in June 2011? Hello to Julie and the Pandemic Academics. Welcome to the game. As was said before, better late than never. Thank you to one of our sponsors this week. It's Two Dudes and a Mic. Check out their podcast anywhere podcasts are available, whether that's Spotify, Apple Podcast, Podbean, Podular, Podtastic, Pod People. Wherever you listen to podcasts, you can check out Two Dudes and a Mic, two guys from the Windsor-Essex region interviewing only the best people from the Windsor-Essex region, including one with Mack Flash Trivia. So there you go. Just a fun podcast with two dudes who like to have a few beers while they do so. So you know it's going to be fun and casual. Thanks to them for having me on the show last week, and make sure you do check out that episode and others on in their collection. Thanks for your support, guys. Much appreciated. Let's take a look at question number 5. It is your mashup question of the night. I want to thank the algorithm for bringing me this one. After a while, when you search enough things, the algorithm just brings you these things. And it was like, hey, maybe you'd like to ask this as a question in your next trivia. And I was like, thank you, algorithm. Now get back over there and sell me brooms. Or whatever it is that you do. So, in this one, we're talking about the mashup, when it's a case where two songs or more are fused together to make a new one, often using the music of one and the lyrics of the other. In this case, I want you to listen up and name the two bands or artists that are in this mashup. Listen up closely, because it goes like this.
You see these shackles, baby, I'm the slave. I'll let you whip me if I misbehave. It's just that no one makes me feel this way. Go ahead, be gone with it. 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 Make me smile. Go ahead, be gone with it. Go ahead, child. Go ahead, be gone with it.
Well, there you go. Name the two bands or artists in this mashup. Looking for two of them on your sheet. We got round 1, question number 6 coming at you. Starring Kristen Bell, the hit television show Veronica Mars is set in which fictional California town? Oh man, it's early for this one. I was gonna play this song later. This is like a round 3 song. We got question number 7 coming up right now as I bob my head to this awesome beat. Two brands of champagne are named after key players in its creation. Dom Perignon invented it, but who perfected it? Looking for a person whose name is also a brand of champagne. We got round 1, question number 8 coming at you right now. In a classic Simpsons moment, while Bart can't find his name on a license plate, what unexpected name seems to be suddenly popular? Got excited there. Everyone's quoting it without giving it away, which is great, and I'm going to try. But to me, the funniest thing about that entire segment is the indignation in the lady's voice when she can't believe that, that he wouldn't believe that that's also his name. She's like, no. She's so offended. Anyway, that's that about that. Question number 9. What does the V stand for in VoIP? Thank you to one of our sponsors, Slices Pop-Up. It took a pandemic, but the original Slices Pizza is back for a limited time, operating out of F&B Restaurant in Walkerville. They're open for curbside pickup, takeout, and delivery every Thursday through Sunday, 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. Give them a call or check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Slices Pop-Up to place your order. And thank you very much for supporting us. Make sure you let them know that you heard about them through us, Mack Flash Entertainment. Let's take a look at your question number 10. Name the song and artist for this music video. I was really hoping that the backup music would go really well to his dancing, and it sort of does, so mission accomplished. And there you have it. That is the end of the regular round for round number 1. Don't move because I've got your picture round coming up very soon. At any time during the game, feel free to look down and hit that like button. It looks like a thumbs up, and you should be able to find it. If you're on your TV, go exploring a little bit, but not too far. Scroll down, take a look around, and you should be able to find that like button and even the subscribe button, which would be great for you and helpful to me. Somebody said something in the chat which is very relevant right now. I want to wish a happy birthday to my very good buddy Dave. Happy birthday, buddy. I'm so happy to find out when you told me last time, you're like, hey, my birthday is going to be on a trivia night. And I thought that is great news, my friend, because I got to say, I'm not 6 or 8 anymore. I don't know if do we still have best friends? Do we do that thing? But I think you're the closest thing it comes to a best friend that I've got. So there you go. Because of that, I wanted to do a very special category for you. These are the Daves I know. Name all of these famous Daves. There you go. You might say, these aren't as important as this Dave over here. You're absolutely right. But we have 15 Daves coming up right now for 15 seconds each. All you gotta do is take a look at the photos and name these Daves, starting, of course, with number 1. And there you have it. That is the end of round one, pictures and all. Hopefully you knew your Daves well and were able to identify these 15 Daves. Again, happy birthday, Dave. And there you have it. That's your round for you. Famous Daves. We're going to take a bit to go over the answers at this point. Then we're going to take a short break and come back for round number 2 with 10 more questions and another speed round. And then we're going to do it all again with round number 3. So settle in. We're not going anywhere for a little bit. Let's take a look at the answers right about now for round number 1. And here they are, your answers for round number 1. It looks like it's going to be 1 point all the way down, except for question number 5, where, as always, we want the name of both for 1 point each. So Slipknot music and then the Justin Timberlake lyrics in that mashup. And in number 10, we were looking for the band and song for that music video, and that would be Losing My Religion by REM. So there you have it. So this entire round out of 12 points.
We're all out of Bort license plates.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you talking to me? No. My son's name is also Bort. Come along, Bort. the better Franco, in my opinion. Scrubs, ruined Scrubs. It's true. Actually, I don't think I actually saw the Scrubs with him in it. I don't think I made it that far. I like him in I think he's really good in Neighbors or Good Neighbors, whatever that Seth Rogen movie is, with him and Zach. Hey, speaking of which, shout out to Zach Efron. Hello, Zach. Thank you very much for tuning in once again. If you are indeed tuning in, this is a rumor on the street. You're a huge fan. But I really liked you in that movie, the Neighbors movie, or Good Neighbors. Neighbors, it had a couple of names with the one with my man Dave Franco in there. Hashtag Dave Franco. There you have it. All right. Bad Neighbors. Good Neighbors? Bad Neighbors? That was all Efron, though. It was all Efron. It was such a good movie. Well, there you go. Let your scores shine in the chat. Let me know what you got compared with the other teams. It's just like what we do in the pub, except in a virtual setting. Thank you so much for sticking around, of course. If you're in the area that I am, we got some news recently that we're not going to be catching up like everybody else, but that's all right. As long as we make it safe, that's all that matters. I'll be here this entire time with you guys, so don't worry about that. I've got you covered entertainment-wise. We're going to be back in just a little bit with round number 2. I'm taking a look at the time right now. We've got about, a good little 3 to 4 minutes for you to run to the fridge, go outside, go to the washroom, do whatever you need. But come on back for round number 2 right after this. Well, if you guys were taking a look during the break at the screen, you might have seen a slideshow indicating all the different shows that we are now hosting on our channel. So make sure you do check those out and see what it's all about. You've seen this show. You've seen maybe even Seriously Trivia on Fridays at 8, which is half puzzles, half trivia, but a lot of themes as well happening in there. Afterwards, we play in the Games Lounge, where you're welcome to join us, play along to a million board games with us, and chat in. We like to put your comments on the screen and whatnot, have a lot of fun. And then, of course, the Mack Flash 5 just started this week on Tuesday, where we the Mack Flash team sits and explores their top 5 movies of a certain topic. We just had on Tuesday, it was top 5 sports movies, so obviously you can imagine how well I did at that one. But we still had fun with it, and everyone picks their top 5, and then what we do is everyone writes questions for it, and we put out a companion piece at night at 7 o'clock for you to quiz yourselves on the different movies that we brought up in the top 5. So it's kind of cool. You get to check them out, and whatever order you do it, you could play it first and then check out the top 5 to find out, hey, I wonder whose movie that was, or the other way around. So make sure you do check out all the fun stuff that we've got going on, and we're always expanding and coming up with new stuff. We're not afraid to try new things. That's what it is. So make sure you keep an eye and subscribe to the Mack Flash channel for that. We have got ourselves a round number 2 coming up right now. Round number 2, 10 more questions followed by another speed round, this time music, and I brought back a game that I remember you guys saying you really enjoyed. So hopefully this one goes as well as the first time. But let's get started with round 1, question number 1. When are you gonna come down? When are you going to land? Are the opening lyrics to which Elton John song? Round 2, question number 2. What famous winter athlete has grown tired of his nickname, the Flying Tomato? Round 2, question number 3 comes up now. Which Bond villain has been played by at least 5 different actors, including most recently Christoph Waltz? Andrew brings up a good point in the chat about the latest depiction. It's the roundabout way that they did it. The twist where that doesn't need one. Round 2, question 4, number 4. When a British person is made a member of the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire, knighthood represents only the top 2 of how many titles someone can receive. So how many titles can you receive in the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire? Knighthood being only the top 2. Thank you very much to the Grand Cantina, one of our returning sponsors this week. They're located in Ford City in Windsor, featuring great takeout and delivery options every day of the week, including tacos, family meals, and margarita kits, Monday through Friday, plus a new weekend burger party every Saturday and Sunday. Check them out on Facebook or Instagram for details, or order online at thegrandcantina.com. And thank you to everyone at the Grand Cantina for your continued support of our little endeavor called Mack Flash Trivia. Thank you. We got your next question coming up. It is your backwards clip. What song is heard here backwards? Well, I'm going to play a clip of a song for you backwards. All you got to do is listen up and tell me, what song do you hear backwards? I think someone in the chat right now is trying to write the lyrics out backwards, which is close, good effort. But what we're looking for you to do is to write down the name of the song you heard here backwards. Keep track of your answers at home, and at the end of the round, I'll reveal all the correct answers for round number 2 and the speed round. You can correct your sheets and share your score with us. Here's round 2, question 6. Rojo is Spanish for what color? I tried to say that with the most English accent possible. Rojo. We got question number 7 coming up right now as I just dedicate myself to the chat and I say, hey, forget the trivia. I'm chatting with my friends right now. Do you mind? All right, you do mind, and that's all right. I understand. Here comes round 2, question number 7. Which children's movie based on a comic book series created by Belgian artist Peyo was released in July 2011 with a sequel in 2013? We got ourselves question number 8 coming up for round number 2. How many sides does a parallelogram have? People are discussing the backwards messaging or backwards backmasking, if you will, in songs over in the chat here, talking about, you know, for my backwards clips, I should play a song that has notable backward clips. One of my favorite ones is a Pink Floyd song that exists out there that has backmasking. So if you listen to the song, you can hear yep, and you're like, oh, what does that say? And when you put it in and reverse it, it says, congratulations, you have found our secret message. Please send a self-addressed stamped envelope to this address address, blah, 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 blah. And then I don't know what they sent you, but yeah, that's what their mask message was. They're kind of mocking the entire practice. Fun times. Round 2, question number 9, Nueve. Who famously illustrated the books written by Roald Dahl? Possibly the hardest question tonight. Of course, we got Mac Flash Mike, the number one Roald Dahl fan in the house right now, and he doesn't seem to think that is a difficult question at all. Yeah, no, I don't think you. I didn't think you would. What's funny is that I almost said something to the effect of, oh, except for maybe Mike, and then I was like, don't single him out. And there you have it. You did it yourself. Thank you to Grass's Landscaping for helping us out since the beginning. Bruce has been around since before even COVID hit, and him and his family have been supporting Mac Flash Trivia, and they still come around. Grass's Landscaping specializes in landscape design and build for any size job. They do property maintenance, spring and fall cleanup, stuff like that. Remember, if it's not grass, just say pass. That's Grass's Landscaping. Give them a call at the number on the screen. Bruce, thank you very much again for all of your support. Let's take a look at question number 10 for round number 2. It is your Ditloid puzzle, your puzzle question of the night. If you like these, as I said before, tune in on Fridays at 8 to Seriously Trivia so you can see a show that has a lot more puzzles and some themed trivia as well. So it's a lot of fun and a different rhythm than this one. Just something to shake things up a little bit. For example, here, I want you to solve the following puzzle for 1 point. A ditloid is an abbreviation of a common expression, saying, or fact, down to letters and numbers. For example, here, 52 equals W in a Y, 52 equals weeks in a year. On the next screen, I will give you a category and a ditloid. Tell me, what does that ditloid represent according to its category? And there you have it, already at the end of round 2. We are just zooming through these rounds tonight. Everyone's very, very quiet, very focused on the game, I've noticed. The chat is very low. Let me take a look here. All I see is something Satan, something fight. I don't know. You get the idea of what the chat's like tonight. Thank you very much for spending some time with Mac Flash and spending some time with me. It is the highlight of my week, getting to do this with you guys. So make sure you do keep coming back. Let me know if you're alive, and join me, of course, on Facebook and Instagram as well for news during the day of what's coming up and what's happening. For example, tomorrow night, releasing a Friends quiz. That's right, our second quiz about Friends, the television show. That's coming out tomorrow at 7. So boom, baby, here we go. Hey, we got one more speed round coming up right now for round 2, so don't move because we're gonna do that. It is your music round, and we've got everyone's busy eating cheese, arguing over answers. All very, very typical trivia problems. Very typical trivia problems. Here it is, folks. I've been waiting all day to do this. I bring to you, yes, Bantonyms Volume 2. Yes, that's right. Bantonyms is back. It's early. I try not to repeat too much, but, when a game is well-loved, I bring it back. This is where I will give you the exact opposite of a band name. For example, here we got Red Night, the opposite of each word being Green Day. For some of them, yes, you'll have to use a little stretch of the imagination, maybe. Last time there was a bit of an argument as to something being the opposite of something else. And I said, well, it's at the opposite end of whatever, so that counts, right? So, sometimes you have to use a bit of your creative side as well as the intellectual side of your brain. We've got 15 bantonyms coming up. For each one of them, name the actual band I was looking for. You've got 25 seconds each to do so, and it starts with this. Number 2, The Disease. That's right, I'm gonna read them out now, because I'm here. Might as well do my job. Number 3, Sight Desert. Number 4, Rise in Girl. And my mic is on. I'm on fire tonight, Michelle. Number 5, Mechanical Darkness Solo Artist. Number 6, Wrinkle Young Man. I'm sorry, I like this one a lot. Number 7, Rigid Cake. Number 8, The Progenitors. Don't forget, you're looking for the exact opposite of the words I'm giving you to find out a band name. Number 9, Reason with the Human Beings. Number 10, Good Consumer. Number 11, the White Locks. Number 12, Mute Feet. "13, Thankless Alive." Number 14, Teensy Life. And number 15, Peter Parishioner. You love going to church and sharing in every moment, but at the end, you want to talk to the priest, but so does everybody else. Don't hog the priest time. Don't be a Peter Parishioner. That's what it makes me think of, like those little movie things. There you go, Peter Parishioner, my possibly favorite one. I think that would be my favorite one, actually. Hopefully you were able to find out the opposites of all of these words to find the band names that I was looking for. At communion, the priest gives away one host. Don't ask for three. Don't be a Peter Parishioner. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna keep coming up with examples of that all night now. Get ready to lock in your answers because we've got the actual answers coming up right about now. Mark yourselves and let's take a look. Clear airways. Yeah. The opposite of Peter. I'm glad you asked, Andy. We'll have to find out, and you'll be you cannot disagree with my answer. Here it's 1 point all the way down for your regular answers for round number 2, 1 through 10. Looking at, just simply 1 point all the way down. Sean White, just a little, clarification that he's the snowboarder. If you just wrote Blofeld for 3, that is fine as well. And number 5, we were simply looking for the name of the song. Don't be a Peter. Don't be a Tommy Texter. Don't. Me and my friends came up with a whole bunch of inappropriate ones of those back in the day that Cineplex would definitely not be putting on screen. I know there are children watching, so I'm not going to get into it. You'll have to check out my live show when we get back into the bars and when I know that everyone has to be 19 or over. And here come the Bantonyms Volume 2. I don't know how well you did. I've got no idea. People said you liked it. That's it, but I've got no indication if you did well or not. I found this one harder than the first one simply because I ran out of the obvious bands. There's a lot of bands I wanted to use, and I realized, hey, there's no opposite to the word pumpkin. You just can't do Smashing Pumpkins. You definitely opposite of Smashing, definitely not the opposite of Pumpkins. Shallow Yellow, The Disease, Sight, Desert, Rise In Girl. And here we had Iron treated as a verb. Wrinkle Young Man, Iron Maiden. The Progenitors, The Offspring. Reason with the Human Beings, Rage Against the Machine. Summer Squash. You know what? I'll give you Summer Squash as the closest opposite. It's not even opposite because fall comes right after summer. It'd have to be some sort of winter or spring squash. Oh, I can hear your boos coming in there. Oh, here comes the boos. Here they are. I've missed the boos. And I don't mean B-O-O-Z-E here. I'm talking about the boo. 9 was a good one. I like 9. Flaccid Pie. You remember the good old band Flaccid Pie? I bet you if you look it up though, Matt, that's probably a band. We had the White Locks, the Mute Feet, the Thankless Living, Teensy Life, and of course, Peter Parishioner. Well, there you have it. Those are the answers to round 2. Make sure you give yourself all the points, baby. All the bacon and eggs. Share that score, of course, in the chat. While we take care of that, I will be reading out some of the higher scores, running to the fridge because I am just emptying these cans at a rhythm that is worrisome at this point. And we'll be back because don't forget, round 3, question number 3, you, we, me, you, us, them, all of them. We're going to be doing the shot of the night. That's right, so get your shot ready for that. Whether it's whiskey, wheatgrass, or water, get your shot ready for round 3, question 3, the shot of the night. Otherwise, we've got 10 more questions and another speed round coming at you in, let's call it 4 minutes, 20 seconds. It wasn't blind, it was sight, Dave. Well, we are back, and so is apparently the spammers. They come out at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock spam hour on the chat time. That's what's going on. Hey, welcome back everybody to. I forgot to get a new beer. I got my shot ready and I forgot to get a beer. Well, that's all right. Maybe I'll just subtly see if I can run in 45 seconds to the fridge and back. Oh, that's gonna be my challenge. That's the game I'm gonna play. During this round, we're gonna do that. Thank you very much for playing along tonight, by the way, and being here once again at Mack Flash Trivia Live. Thanks for participating in the chat and whatnot. Yeah, send the bots. Oh my God, they'd come back with I'd have 7 cans of beer sitting on my table in a second. Well, there they are. It's part of the experience. It's what it is. It's like when you're in the pub and that one person walks in. They have no idea that we have trivia night every night, and they walk in, they start yelling and stuff, and then the entire bar just turns on them and just be like, "Hey, could you please be quiet?" And they're like, "Oh, I thought I was being cool." That's exactly what's going on right now. It's the whole thing. We got the whole experience happening right now. We got round 3 coming at you with 10 more questions and another speed round that I think you're going to absolutely enjoy. So let's get on with it with question number 1. You like my feathered hair? Yeah, this hair is now the boss. I don't, so now I can't, I just try, I aim for things. I rely on the fact that you see me from one angle only, because you don't get to see. You want a fun backstage? I have no shame. I don't care. Look at this thing. Wait, what's this? What's happening over here? What's that thing? What's happening over here? What's this? What is that? That's just that's just what it's gonna do. And then it's like curling now, and it's turning into this weird being. I'm less concerned about the beard is I'm gonna hide behind this mic so that I'm not associated with this hair. I think that's what's going on. Enough about that, Francois. Round 3, question number 1. True or false? Tom Cruise spent part of his childhood in Canada in the Ottawa, Ontario suburb of Beacon Hill. Round 3, question number 2 coming at you right now. What early 2000s Showtime television show starring Ellen Muth and Mandy Patinkin kills off their main character in the pilot episode using a falling toilet seat? We get round 3, question number 3, which means it's time for your anticlimactic shot of the night. That's right, it's time for the shot of the night, everybody. And as I always say, whether it's whiskey, wheatgrass, or water, the act of just doing the shot is us coming together in an act of conviviality and being together in this time of isolation. So it's going to be pretty soon just the act of just doing the shot. But it brings us together nonetheless. Get your shot ready to go. Take a photo of it even. I'd like to see those if you wouldn't mind tagging me on Instagram so I can check them out later. It's kind of fun. And otherwise, to you, to your health, and to the health of the planet. Cheers, everybody. Delicious tequila. Let me know what you guys are having in the chat as well. I love to see the creativity. All right, what do we got here? I'm gonna keep messing with this. Yeah. Let's take a look here. We've got ourselves This boozy question. For 1 point each, name the 2 main alcoholic drinks in a shot of liquid cocaine. Round 3, question number 4. In which David Fincher movie would you find the detectives David Mills and William R. Somerset? Thank you to Above and Beyond Massage Therapy Clinic. You've heard me talk about them before because they've been the longest standing sponsor here at Mack Flash Trivia. They've got 6 registered massage therapists ready to help you out with your aches and pains. Make sure you do check them out on Facebook or on their website at abmassage.ca. I might sound like I'm repeating myself, but it's a pleasure to do so when I've got the support of such great people behind me. Thank you again to Above and Beyond Massage Therapy Clinic. We've got your questionable cover coming up, and yes, that's right, it's time for another one of those shitty flute covers. That's right, it's now after 8 o'clock, so I'm going to start swearing. Wait, that doesn't make any sense. Does shit even count as a swear anymore? I don't think so. See if you can figure out what song they were going for in this shitty flute cover. It's pretty terrible, and I got to tell you, it's loud. I got to say, I didn't crank it up. That's just the volume it's got. Name the original song title of this cover. I'll let you guess my favorite part. That was possibly my favorite part of it all. It is so loud. I don't know how loud it was for you guys, but I turned it down here knowing what it was. So there you have it. That was round 3 question number 3. I'm going to go with question 6 and then revel in your comments. Question number 6, which 4-letter word beginning with F is one of the avenging Greek deities, an outburst of anger, a Marvel character, and a DC character? That's a good point. Maybe it was that might have been a kazoo. Or maybe a flute played so badly it sounded like a kazoo. Who knows? Maybe the flute and the kazoo were in it together. Maybe they were in cahoot. Round 3, question number 7. In an NFL football game, how many players are on the field per team? Mute. I get the feeling Dave's not telling me I'm on mute, but I should be. Don't worry, Dave, that happened last week. Round 3, question number 8 in the nursery rhyme, Rub-a-dub-dub. 2 of the men are a butcher and a candlestick maker. Rawr. What is the third? Round 3, question number 9 comes up right now as we approach the end of the regular round and your final speed round for round number 3. Which of these television sitcoms does not have a character named Kelso? Scrubs, Big Bang Theory, or That 70s Show? Thank you to our sponsors, Littlefoot Foods, and thank you very much for sticking around as well for the entire month of June. Make sure you go visit them and tell them that Mack Flash sent you, but don't say it in a weird sort of threatening way, because that'll be weird. They're now open for curbside pickup Tuesday through Saturday from 12 to 3 p.m. You can get their signature pierogies, some cabbage rolls, and stuffed peppers. Also offering limited hot food delivery through Uber Eats if you're in the area. Make sure you do check out their Facebook page at Littlefoot Foods or log on to littlefootfood.com. If that's littlefootfoods.com. Thank you very much for your continued support. Let's take a look at your next question. It is round 3 and is your multimedia question. What do these 3 movies have in common? Oh, I made it. It takes pretty much 45 seconds to get to the beer fridge and back, but I did it. I made it. Didn't even forget to unmute. Oh, there's a lot of stairs though. That's not good. It's not a good thing. Well, hey everybody, welcome back. That is the end of round 3. I should technically be on this screen right here. Hi, my name is François. We got one more speed round coming up right now. Thank you so much for joining whatever this is. And thank you for being here day after day, night after night. Let's take a look at your final speed round for tonight. It is called Catch Your Breath, François. Oh, this is a good one. It's called the Fairy Tale Headlines. Literally fake news from the Fairy Tale Tribune. These are all headlines that you could find in a sensational newspaper over in the fairy tale world. All you got to tell me is what fairy tale am I talking about. In this case, there are 15 of them coming up for 25 seconds. I'm going to stop talking and catch my breath right now. Number 1, 2/3 of neighborhood destroyed by howling madman, residents unharmed. Number 2, youngsters escape House of Candy alive. Owner was a cannibal, say kids. Number 3, Big Bad Wolf killed in identity theft investigation gone wrong. Number 4, blonde bimbo breaks in, bothers breakfast, borrows beds. Is there any question that this is my favorite one? Number 5, Aurora wakes, still beautiful after all these years. Number 6, found, woman's shoe, size 7, glass. Number 7, scientists warn, be on the lookout for flying pachyderm. Number 8, local geriatric ventriloquist committed, thinks dummy was his son. Number 9, follically enhanced homebody seeks rescuer from witch of a mother. Number 10, local comment attempts to trade baby for gold, blows his own cover in early celebration. Number 11, local boy mauled to death after villagers ignored his screams. Number 12, self-absorbed political leader finally breaks, walks around naked in public. Apologies for the visual. Number 13, Swan Song, How I Grew Into My Body and Showed Those Bullies. Number 14, Group of men rescue woman, help her overthrow monarchy. Number 15, boy finds a lamp, takes a shine to it. And there you have it, everybody. That is the end of round number 3, speed round, and all the end of the game as we know it. Well, that's it for it. I know, I'm as sad as you are. If I wasn't going off right now to film another episode of another show, I'd be super bummed right now. But I get to go film an episode of a show with my friends, and I think that's pretty awesome. We're going to be filming the next episode of the Mack Flash 5. Oh no, illusion ruined. Yes, it is pre-recorded, and we're doing the next one. The Mack Flash 5 will all be about true story movies. That's right. So you can watch the Mack Flash 5 on Tuesday, all about true story movies, and then Tuesday night you'll be able to play a quiz all about the movies we picked as our top 5 true story movies. Well, there you have it. This has been tonight's game. Make sure you stick around because I've got your answers coming up right about now, and then a little salutation before we go. So let's take a look at those answers. And here we're looking at 1 point all the way down, except for number 3, where I wanted to know what are the 2 alcoholic beverages that go into a liquid cocaine shot. The 2 principal ones, and yes, some have little additives and whatnot, but the principal 2 ingredients are Goldschlager and Jägermeister. 1 point each on those, so you're looking at 11 points for this round. Ooh, 11 out of 11 for the Hot Mess Express in that round. Way to go. 100%. Dead Like Me was an amazing show. Thank you for bringing it up. I watched the first, well, there's still only 2 seasons and a special. I've watched the 2 seasons. I never watched the special itself. It was years later. I own it, but I still haven't watched it. I want to know if it's worth it. But the show as itself, I mean, anything with Mandy Patinkin is totally worth watching. Here are your fairy tale headlines. I used maybe the term fairy tale loosely, but you knew what tale I was talking about if you could recognize the description. Yes, it did, Jonathan. You're absolutely correct. What was her name? Here's page number 2, 6 through 10. Rebecca Gayheart. That makes a lot of sense. That's I think you're absolutely right. Yep. And 11 through 15. 15 used to actually go, boy finds lamp, slow news day. And I was like, that's a little too cynical. I need something better. And I thought takes a shine to it. Come on, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's some good triv. You're absolutely right, Tony. Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for being here, everybody. Tally your scores as you do. Share them in the chat. Everyone's waiting to see how well you did and compare themselves to you. Thank you very much for being here. It is now Wednesday, which means I will see you again on Friday at 8 for Seriously Trivia. If you have not given it a chance, please do and come back. It's got a lot more of the puzzles, but a lot of trivia as well, all on a theme. It's kind of like playing a game show more than it is pub trivia. I had a great time with you tonight. I'm gonna go film another show right now. Don't forget to check out their new stuff. If you like podcasts, it's pretty much the same thing. There we are discussing all sorts of fun movie stuff with a little bit of trivia attached to it as well. Thank you very much always for being with Mac Flash. My name is François. I've been your host, and I will catch you guys next time at Mac Flash Trivia. Bye bye.